Yeah, what's up, Megan here. I get a lot of questions about my routine, my split. People want to know what's my program, this and that. What am I doing to, what is my exact workout routine? Even though I mentioned in other videos, I give you guys examples of my routine, I advise you guys not to copy and paste people's workouts, right? Don't copy people's workouts for simple fact that my workouts are designed to meet my goals. I don't have the same goals as you. As you guys can tell, I'm not trying to be, a lot of people on YouTube, I notice, just want to be lean and ripped and shit to the bone. That's not my goal. I told you guys, I just want to be massive. I want to be huge, right? I want to be a big motherfucker. That's why I'm bulking, and I don't mind the extra, fat gains, because I know my body, it's hard for me to put on muscle. So I got a dirty bulk every once in a while. But so my routines develop towards that. On top of that, my routines are designed to give me the body parts that I like, not the body parts that people are gonna like, not the body parts that the girls are gonna like. For example, girls love big arms or whatever. My routines are designed to give me body parts that I like. For example, traps. I'm obsessed with traps, right? And it's like my worst genetic body part other than legs. It refuses to grow. So all my workouts are designed to activate and recruit as many fibers in the trapezius region as possible. So somebody else I know people who don't even have to do shrugs or anything, and they have great traps, right? So their routine shouldn't be the same as mine, right? We all have our genetic differences based on our percentage of fast twitch or slow twitch muscles, whatever. So and then my routine is never always going to be the same, right? If I'm training my slow twitch muscle fibers, you'll notice that I'm doing a lot more higher reps. If I'm doing a lot more fast twitch training, I'll do lower reps. So if you try to ask me for my routine every month, you're gonna be confused every fucking month, right? Because it depends on my goals, right? I want different things. And on top of that, you guys know I'm big on experimenting. I experiment with a lot of different exercises, a lot of different routines to figure out what works best for me. Because at the end of the day, it's what works best for you. And you can only achieve that through trial and error. As much as I research, as much as I read, as much as I listen to people's advices, at the end of the day, I have to try and see what works for me. So I'm still in a learning progress. So I can't just give you my routine and expect you to make gains in that. All I advise you to do is to focus on principles. Develop your own routine based on principles. What I mean by principles, as long as you know what works and what builds muscle, use that, tailor your routine to, using these principles to meet your goals. For example, I told you guys the 3 rules to building muscle. I don't care what your goal is. If you want to build muscle, not just strength, but muscle, I told you, number 1, obviously some type of heavy weight, right? Doesn't have to be the heaviest dumbbell in the gym, but heavyweight resistance. You need resistance, right? If you don't need resistance, we'll just be big by just, raising our arms every day. We'll have big shoulders. By walking every day, we'll have big quads and big calves. You need some kind of resistance, heavyweight. Not super heavy where your technique sucks, but heavy enough to challenge the muscle and cause it to activate. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is obviously volume, right? Time under tension. Time under tension per set, per exercise, per workout, per week, overall time under tension, it doesn't matter, but the muscle has to be under tension for an extended period of time. If it wasn't the case, then you could just pick up a heavy boulder once a week and get big, right? That's not how it works. I talk about signaling. You have to keep sending your body signals, depending on the way you want your body to, to look. Your body you decide how your body looks. So time under tension, you have to higher reps. If you don't want to do higher reps, because you don't have to do higher reps to build muscle, but do more sets, right? Make sure at the end of the the workout, your overall time under tension is high, it's optimized. So if you're lifting heavy 5 to 8 reps, that's fine. You're activating a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers, that's great, but make sure you're doing a lot more sets. If you're doing the opposite, same thing, make sure your total time under tension is high. And number 3 is frequency. You could do those 2 things, right? The first 2, heavyweight, time under tension, but if you're doing that shit once a week or once every 2 weeks, that's not enough frequency to make your brain adapt, to make your body believe that you need that for survival. Because at the end of the day, people see bodybuilding as if your body knows you're trying to build muscle. Your body doesn't know you're trying to build muscle. Your body's just trying to survive and adapt, right? So your body doesn't know that you're trying to look good to impress the girl in high school, or your body doesn't know that you're trying to look good on stage. Your body just knows survival. So what you do frequently, your body will adapt. It's no coincidence that people who live in mountainous regions have bigger calves genetically, and it's no coincidence that people who work as farmers or work with wheelbarrows in poor countries have big forearms. They do it every day, so their body assumes that muscle is needed for their survival, so their body responds, right? Bro science to the max, by the way. But yeah, so heavyweight, time under tension, volume pretty much, and last but not least, frequency, right? So use those 3 principles to make any program you want based on your goals. I'm out of here.